Guardian is reporting on some incredible anti-atheist bigotry in Russia. They say, a man in southern Russia faces a potential jail sentence after he was charged with insulting the feelings of religious believers over an internet exchange in which he wrote, "There is no God." So his name is Viktor Krasnov, and he said, quote, "If I say that the collection of Jewish fairy tales entitled the Bible is complete bullshit, that is that. At least for me, there is no God." So get this, man. He ended up spending a month in a psychiatric ward because of that comment. Authorities came to his house, dragged him out, put him in a fucking psychiatric ward, and tested him for a month because they're like, something must be wrong here. This guy said he doesn't believe in mythology. What's wrong with you? We must keep you locked up here and medicate you and try to get answers out of you and see if you're off your rocker here. And by the way, at the end of it, what did they say? No, he's actually he's a normal dude. He just apparently doesn't believe in God. The fuck is this? What is this? And then they still say, well, now that we know you're okay, oh, a year in jail. We're trying to get you a year in jail. I honestly don't think many people get how big of an issue anti-atheist bigotry is all around the world. And when you look at Russia, you would look at this and say, oh my God, they're probably the biggest offender. No, bitch. In many countries, in many Islamic theocracies, they'll kill atheists. Never mind execution for drug smugglers and sorcerers and for witchcraft and all types of shit. That's absurd. But that sentiment, man, we covered the story recently. Did you know, in the United States of America, 53% of the population says atheism equals immorality. It's the same thing. So when somebody tells you, I'm an atheist, what people hear is somebody saying, I don't believe in right and wrong. I don't believe in morality. I'm a scoundrel. I'm a cretin. I have a wretched belief system in life. That's what people hear when somebody says, I'm an atheist. Okay, no. We need an all-out onslaught of education on this front to let people know, just like with other minority groups, you know how back in the day they had to say, Jews are just people. You know that, right? Today there's also a lot of anti-Muslim bigotry, so people have to say, hey, the overwhelming majority of Muslims are not in favor of terrorism, right? We need the same kind of campaign to let people know, okay, atheists aren't less than you because they're atheists. Just because they don't believe in fairy tales doesn't mean they don't believe in right and wrong. In fact, if you look at the opinion polls, the beliefs of atheists are overwhelmingly left-leaning. Which means they say, hey, let's take care of the poor. Hey, let's look out for people. Hey, you get to do whatever you want as long as you're not hurting anybody. These are opinions that are, I would argue, even more moral. If you want to look at immorality, go to the fundamentalists of all the different religions. Look at the fundamentalist here that's landing this guy in jail for daring to disagree with him. So what's so ironic is that you always have the worst people, the fundamentalist religious crowd, as they claim the moral high ground, and as they claim they're being victimized, they victimize others, and they oppress others, and they put them in jail for simply disagreeing with them. No, the fundamentalists are the problem. Atheists are not the problem. Atheists just say, I don't believe in your mythology, but yeah, I want to be a good person. Yeah, I think, if anything, this earth matters the most because we think it's probably our only shot at consciousness. We're not trying to get to a disco in the sky to live with Elvis and Marilyn Monroe. So this isn't a test run. I'm not going to be a dick to you on this earth because this may be my only shot at living, so I'm going to try to do it right. The overwhelming majority of atheists believe that. But because of the bigotry and intolerance around the world, people don't view atheists as equal people. They view them as like, oh, like, you're an atheist? What happened? Like, what are you missing? I'm not missing anything, Dick. I'm just fine, thank you very much. And I would appreciate not having your smug condescension in my face every time I reference a casual thing of who I am and what I am. I mean, what a joke this is that the people who happen to be the most objective on these issues are the ones who are scoffed at the most.